iPhone 6s battery replacement guide. Warning: lithium batteries are highly explosive. Please replace at your own risk. Make sure that the device is powered off. The tools that we'll need for this replacement are tweezers for managing screws, a plastic prying tool for disconnecting cables, a Phillips head screwdriver, 00 or 000 screwdriver, a pentalobe screwdriver, this is an Apple proprietary screwdriver, a suction cup, and a guitar pick for getting the phone open. Let's begin by locating the two pentalobe screws near the charging port. Go ahead and use the pentalobe screwdriver to remove the two pentalobe screws. With the screws removed, place a suction cup as close as you can to the home button. If the screen is badly cracked, use a piece of packing tape to go over the cracks in the screen so you can make a solid suction with the cup. When pulling on the suction cup, you will see a small hairline separation, just enough near the auxiliary port to insert a guitar pick. There is a notch there specifically designed for having an object inserted in that area. Once you get the guitar pick in, go ahead and twist it left to right to pry the screen apart. Make sure to go all around the contour of the screen when you're prying it apart. The stretchy rubber-like strings that you see here are the residual material for waterproofing the outer edge of the iPhone. Go ahead and locate the shield that guards the three connections to the screen. They're secured with 4 Phillips head screws. Go ahead and remove those screws. If you get these screws mixed up, the one in the top right is the long one. Go ahead and remove the shield. Now with a plastic prying tool, go ahead and gently disconnect each one of the connections to the logic board. Go slow and gentle, as you can damage the socket by making this disconnection too fast. We can now lift up the screen, it's free. With the screen removed, go ahead and locate the shield that guards the battery connection. It's secured with 2 Phillips head screws. Go ahead and remove those. Go ahead and lift up the shield. With a plastic prying tool, disconnect the battery connection by prying underneath. Under the battery, near the vibrator, there are pull tabs that were designed by Apple to make the battery removal process easier. Unfortunately, most of the time these pull tabs rip, like you see here. Sometimes you're able to pull the tab out all the way by going really slow and careful, but unfortunately most of the time we'll have to resort to prying the battery out manually. With a hair dryer or a heat gun, go ahead and heat up the inside of the phone for about 15 to 20 seconds. Then the outside, the rear side of the phone for about 15 to 20 seconds as well. Make sure not to overheat it. With a plastic prying tool, like a plastic utensil, like you see here, go ahead and start in the bottom left corner and pry in underneath the battery. Go very slowly, like 1 millimeter at a time, and work the knife in. It'll take a lot of work, but eventually you'll get underneath and you'll be able to push the battery up. Once the battery is pushed up and removed, go ahead and remove any of the gunk that's left over. Reassembly. To avoid the earlier situation, use M3 double-sided tape instead of the pull tabs that come with the replacement battery. Go ahead and place in 2 strips and peel them off. Align the battery in its orientation, just drop it in and reconnect it to the logic board. replace the connection cover and resecure it with the 2 Phillips head screws. The longer screw will go on the left and the shorter screw will go on the right. Let's reconnect the screen to the phone. Align the screen ribbon cables in the following orientation. Go ahead and secure the first cable all the way on the right side. Make sure to click it in and that you feel a solid click. Now the top cable and then the third cable. Make sure that they're all secure. Let's place back the shield. If you got any of the shield screws mixed up, the one in the top right is the longest. Go ahead and secure that first, then the one on the left, and then the 2 shorter screws in the bottom. Okay, let's clamp up the phone. Starting at the top, make sure it's notched in at the top first, then laid in and clamped gently on both sides. Go around the contours, gently squeezing the screen into the phone. Go all the way around, make sure you got a good seal. Now secure the 2 pentalobe screws. These screws prevent the screen from popping out. With the 2 pentalobe screws secure, go ahead and power on and test the phone. If this video helped you, hit like and subscribe and check out more videos at appledollars.com.